Hi guys, Katina here. This is the design we'll be working on today. I recently got one of the Silver Crackle polishes, and I was trying to figure out how to incorporate it into a design, and this is what I came up with. I used this color as a basic base. It's a very, very light, shimmery pink, almost like a nude pink, and it's called Glass Pink by Sinful Colors. And I did that over the whole nail. And then I did a French manicure using this purple color, which is very shimmery purple, and it's Deep Purple by Sally Hansen. And I went over the purple, lastly, with this pink and purple glitter mix, and it's called Frenzy by Sinful Colors, which is where I have this nail right now. So after I applied my French manicure and the glitter, that's when I applied the crackle. This one is the one I had just gotten, and it's Finger Paint's Silver Crackle. And this is my favorite one so far. I used a clean color crackle, and it didn't seem to work well. And I used one of the China Glaze ones, which did work well, but I think the more neutral colors are better. I bought a light blue, and it doesn't go with a lot. So I'm going to apply the crackle onto this finger and show you guys in real time the crackle effect. And I'm just going to let that go. It actually starts cracking pretty quickly. I kind of like the crack polishes, but I'm trying to incorporate them into some different designs so that they could be more versatile. It's very hard for me to just wear like a solid color, even with the crackle on top of it for very long. I hope you can see it's already cracking a decent amount. Finger paints polish, the crackle works very well. I like finger paints polish in general, but their crackle is my favorite so far. Not only that, but the silver is very pretty. It's very shimmery and almost looks glittery, but doesn't have actual glitter in it, just has a really nice shine to it. So as you can see, it's probably the most cracking it's going to do. I'm going to let this dry and we'll come back and start on the flower. Okay, I don't think that it cracked anymore since I stopped it, but I did let it fully dry just in case. And now that it's dry, I'm going to start on the flower. I'm actually using acrylic paints for this. I mixed Parisian pink, which is this very deep pink, and some regular white. I can show you one here. I mixed right here. This is the deep pink, and I mixed it with some white over here to get this really, really light pink, and this is what I'm using to actually make the flower. And for this, I'm just making pretty much the illusion of the flower. I'm going to make 5 petals, but I'm going to outline them with a darker pink. And it kind of just looks like a pink blob right now, and I'm going to push the petals out a bit further, but once I start outlining it and adding in the details, it'll start looking like a flower. There we go. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to go back in and use the actual deep pink color, the original Parisian pink color from the bottle, and I'm going to use that to outline. Now that the light pink's dry, I'm going to use my dark pink and this small brush to outline. I'm going to create 5 petals. I'm going to bring it down almost to what would be the center, but not quite. I'm actually going to fill the center with a very dusty type pink. It's almost like a light purple. And over this way. And obviously I'm not going to outline the outside right there, but by outlining the areas around it, it'll just kind of look like it's just falling off my finger. Now I'm just going back in, same pink, and darkening it up a little bit, just to make sure that the outline is very strong. I don't want the paint to be too light on it. I'm using several different pinks, so I want the pinks to each stand out against each other. Okay, now that it's outlined, I used a little bit of the same Parisian pink, and I mixed it with a little bit of this metallic silver sterling acrylic paint, and made this kind of like dusty rose. It has almost like a purple tint to it color, but it's a very deep dusty type pink, and I'm just gonna fill in the center a little bit with it. I'm gonna dab it so it kind of looks like, the middle of the flower. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Okay. And when I was making this very light pink, I hope that this is showing up well. When I was making this very light pink, I had to add a little bit of extra because I was coming from a very deep pink. But this middle color, before I got to the very light pink, that's what I'm going to be using to actually add the definition into the petals. So it's 3 very different pinks, and you can clearly see that. And here I'm just dabbing it in a little bit around toward the middle of the petals, coming up from the middle. And I'm going to give this a few minutes to dry, and I'll come back and add the white dots in the middle, and I'm going to finish off the rest of the nail. Okay, I gave the flower a few minutes to dry, and for the next part, I'm using the same white acrylic paint that I already had, and I'm using a toothpick. If you have a small detail brush or a nail art pen, that would work just fine too, but I'm going to use a toothpick. and just making little dots. And that's the middle of the flower. Then I'm going to use the same toothpick, and I'm going to use some black acrylic paint. And it's just some regular black apple barrel. So I'm using the black acrylic paint, and I got it on a toothpick, and I'm just going to make some swirls. Each nail is a little different, so you can do your swirls, any way you want. I did them all same, like generally in the same area, but they all kind of swirl differently or a little bit fatter or smaller than each other. Very simple. And then the last thing will be back to the white acrylic paint, of course. And I'm still using a toothpick. And I'm just going to make 1, 2, 3 dots there. 1, 2, 3 dots there. 1 right here. And then 3 up here going along the curve. And that's it. I'll put some top coat on it, and that is done. I'm not sure how I quite feel about this yet. You guys can let me know what you think. I do like the design for the most part, but I'm still trying to find ways to incorporate the crackle. I'm still on the fence about it. I do kind of like it, but I'm not sure it's something I'll be using often. But let me know what you guys think about the design, about the crackle polish, anything. And I hope you guys like it. Feel free to try it if you do. I'd love to see pictures or video or anything. I do have a Facebook page, and I'll put the link in the drop bar. So I hope you guys like it, and until my next video, I'll see you guys. Bye.